Hey, what's going on, everybody? And Drew Elise coming back to you from Confidence Pest Control. And I just want to say thank you so much for all the support, man. I'm up to 100 subscribers on YouTube. I know that's not a lot in comparison to some of these other people, and I'm not expecting anything, But to get to 100 people, to know that there's 100 people that are willing, to listen to things that I have to say, that's super awesome, man. So I just want to say so much, or thank you so much for all the support, all the comments, the likes, the shares, all the subscribers. Man, it's an awesome feeling. I just want to say thank you so much for all that. With that all being said, like I said, and like I say in every video, I'm just here. I just want to, help you guys in any way that I can, provide some support, provide some value in every video that I make, and hopefully I can do so with this one. This one's going to be a shorter one. I know in comparison they're all like half an hour long, but and thank y'all for watching anyways. But today I want to just talk about a couple quick things. Um, one of the comments was, "Where do I get my shirts made?" Stuff like that. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about: logo and um, brand awareness, kind of that kind of thing. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. As you can see, I've got my logo right here. This one is actually stitched in. Um, I had it made, it was somewhere where I found the color of the shirts that I wanted, so I ordered the shirts, and then I got the logo put on here. Like I said, this one is stitched. Um, I like it. I really do. I love it. My only concern with the green shirt is whenever it's hot and I'm sweating, it just turns into a really dark green. I mean, other than that, I mean, it's lightweight. It's polyester is like the sports fit kind, so it works great. But that's what this logo is. Same thing on this hat. You see, it's got the Kelly green, the black, and the white. This one's stitched in as well. Whenever you're design, I said in the last video, whenever you're in the beginning of the stage, you're making your logo and your design, and you're all excited about that. That's the fun, creative part. Um, have fun with it, and you don't have to go too crazy. As you can see, mine again, I'm different from all the other pest companies. I don't have spiders, scorpions all over my page. It's pretty simple. I'm selling me and who I am. So I'm not the bug guy. Um, but when it comes to this, man, you guys, I know you're going to be looking at uniforms, and you obviously want to make yourself presentable in a professional manner. But one of the things I recommend doing, especially in the very beginning, just go online, go to jiffyshirts.com. Depending on what size you are, it's going to determine how much they are. But usually, you can get some of the A4 shirts, the athletic, these exact shirts, pretty much, for like $6 a shirt, maybe $7 a shirt, and you just can't beat that. So get them. They have a ton of colors. Pick whichever color you like. Pick multiple colors, because in the beginning, that first year, 2 years, 18 months, this is the time to kind of experiment. And at first I had black shirts. I was like, hey, I'm going to be clean. It's Texas heat. I can't do that. I realized real quick I'm not doing that. Then I said, well, I'm green. I love green stuff. My favorite color is green. Um, let's try the green. I really do like the color. It's just when it sweats, it gets a little dark, and then it's just a dark color. This Texas sun, you'll see me in most of my other videos. I'm wearing a white shirt, white like this with the black logo of, my shield and lion, and that's perfect for me. When I sweat, it gets a little translucent, but I always have an undershirt on. Usually it's a white one, an Under Armour one. But so it's not like you see everything, but man, and it dries pretty quick. It's moisture wicking, so those work really, really well. But the white ones that they don't attract the heat like the other dark colors. It looks clean. I didn't start with white. I've just made my way, and I really enjoy the white shirt. So that's just me. So like I said, whenever you go on Jiffy, order multiple shirts. Order a few different colors. You might find you one one that you prefer than over the other. So experiment, have some fun with it. Um, but that's what I do. I go on Jiffy, I order a bunch of shirts, and then I'm fortunate enough to have a very creative wife. She has, I mean, and most people have one, or somebody who has one. They have the Cricut machines. My wife a few years ago got really big into the shirt making, so she has all the printer and the cutter and her Cricut machine in order to. She just sees the logo. Okay, she prints it off, she cuts it out, and then she irons it on. We have a heat press, or she has the printer that you can like. So you print it on and then you sublimate it. The ink gets into the shirt, so that's an option too. But for me, I found the it's quick and easy. It costs like all in all for each shirt to be made, it costs me maybe $7. I mean, to be honest, because my wife she'll get all the material for a few dollars, and one roll makes a plenty of logos. So she'll just print it off, cut it down, and put it on, and it's that easy. It's not a permanent thing, but right now it's just something so that I can show up. I look professional. My logo's on me. It's a uniform. And in the beginning, that this first year, first 2 years, 3 years, you're gonna try to save every dollar that because every dollar matters. And so you can go to Academy. They sell the BCG shirts. Their polos. They're like $10 a piece. They're great. They're great. My only complaint is the collar on them. But other than that, they're great shirts. Get those. Same material, so um, you can iron it on, or you can take it somewhere and have it stitched on, whatever you'd like. That's completely your call. I know for me, there's someone in my neighborhood who does the stitching. She makes hats. She does everything, embroidery, for like $10 an item, and you just can't beat that. So look around your area, find somebody local. There's somebody local who does what you need. I promise you that more oftentimes than not. I hate to say that and that not be the case, but definitely find somebody local in your market and support them just like you want to be supported. So find somebody local that you can support, and then who knows, you might be able to get their business as you give them yours. So local shirts or local embroidery, find something like that if you can. Again, I'm fortunate enough to have my wife to be able to do a lot of the stuff for me. And then one of the other things she's done, if you've seen in my in some of my other videos, or maybe even my Google page, I got a picture of my truck. It's got my number, it's got my logo and all that. My wife did that. It wasn't. I didn't take it in to get professionally wrapped. My wife looked up the vinyl that she needed to put on for vehicles. She went. We went and got it. We printed it out, and she put it on. I'll attach a picture, somewhere in the video. I'll figure out how to edit, throw that in there. But yeah, my wife did it all. She's creative, and I don't mean to take anything away from her, but it wasn't very, very difficult. I mean, I couldn't have done it probably. It wouldn't have looked as clean for sure. But she was able to do that. She got her Cricut. She printed it out. She pays, and then she put it on my truck. It was sorry, I'm looking over at my truck. That's why I keep looking away. Uh, but that's exactly what she did. It was quick, it's easy, and it's efficient and effective. One thing I will say about your wrap, whenever you do your truck wrap, make sure a lot of people want to make sure their logo is what it might be 1, 2, 3 pest control, and they have a big 1, 2, 3 and a little bitty pest control, so everybody knows, oh yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. But what does 1, 2, 3 do? Are they AC? Are they a pool company? Are they a lawn company? Pest control? What is it? So that's some advice I'll give you on your truck. Make sure that it's clearly marked, because I also see a lot of times I'll see trucks, and the only reason, because you see certain trucks, Toyota Tacomas, Nissan Frontier, certain trucks, hey, that's an industry type truck. And then you might see a rig in the back or a web pole sticking. I say, okay, that looks like it's clearly pest control. But then you pull up next to the truck and there's no logo, no signs, no nothing on there. But somewhere at the front they have their TPCL number. And so that indicate, well, in Texas, that's their Texas Pest Control license number, but they have that on there, and so then hey, that is a pest control company, but the average consumer doesn't know what a TPCL number is. They see that, they just see, oh, it's clearly a truck that does some type of services, but what if they're in the market for pest control? They have termites at their home, and they look over at a truck. It could be, the answer right there. It could say confidence pest control, loud and clear. And I've gotten customers from that. I can tell you the truth. From people saying, "Oh yeah, I saw your truck. I saw that it said pest control. I remembered I need pest control, so I took the number off your truck and I gave you a call." And easily have gotten maybe 4 or 5 customers that way. But those other guys that just have the TPCL number, no markings, no anything, they're missing out on a lot of opportunity for them. And it's brand awareness. Even if you don't get the customer, now people are seeing your truck. I see people call and say, "Oh yeah, I saw your truck over here on this other side of town," or "I saw your truck over here. I saw one of your guys." No, dude, it was me. I'm a solo owner operator, and I was in that area, but because I'm all over the place, I'm driving my truck everywhere so that people can see me. They see that logo, they see my truck, they see my phone number, and it's brand awareness. So now, whenever they do think of it, maybe they see a friend share it on Facebook, and they think to themselves, "Oh yeah, you know what? I did see that truck in my neighborhood, so I'm going to give them a call because somebody's sharing it on Facebook. Plus, I've seen them around, so it takes over and over and over. Brand awareness. I think there's all types of statistics that say how many times it takes the average customer to see your brand or something like that before they remember you. So just keep doing it, reinstill it. Driving your truck, they see that, they see your Facebook, they see signs over the place, or in the neighborhoods, things like that. Now you're building up yourself as the pest control company that they're going to call. um, so so make sure you have those brands and your marketing, well, I'm sorry, your logo, and make sure that it says pest control on there, or lawn services, or pool cleaning, whatever it is that you're doing. um, Make sure that it says that on there. Like it's very, very important. Your logo, your brand is important, but being able, customers, they need to know what you do. So put pest control big, real big, in big letters on your tailgate, on both sides of your truck or your van or whatever you're using. Put pest control very large, very legible. Make sure that everybody can read it, and you potentially have, you're opening yourself up for potential new customers. So um other than that, keep it super simple. You don't want to have, um, it is a moving billboard, and so you want to have plenty on there, but you don't want to have so much that it takes away from what you do. Imagine you're trying to get the attention of somebody at the stoplight, and I love pulling up to red lights because I see somebody look over and they're reading exactly what my truck says. But you don't want to have confidence pest control. We do this and 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 this. You don't make it too much. Confidence pest control, my phone number, and then put something about you. For me, I put veteran owned on the tailgate. People love that. I get calls from that all the time. It's veteran owned, and the phone number, pest control. Hey, we're gonna go with you just because of that. Um, but you don't need to put in every single service that you do. You don't need to put in a tagline. You don't need to go over the top. I see some people say, hey, we put roaches and all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of stuff on the truck. And yes, you're going to get attention. So maybe that is what you want. Maybe you want spiders and cockroaches and scorpions painted all over your truck. Go for it. You're going to get the attention for sure. Maybe you don't. Well, maybe you want it clean and simple. But whatever you do, make sure they know what it is that you do. Pest control, termite control, mosquito control, whatever it is that, lawn care. Um, but have that in big, bold, legible letters so that it can be read from wherever they're at, and they know, and it makes it that much simpler. Other than that, shirts off Jiffy or Amazon, or um, go to Academy, where your local store. For me, my hats, I go on to Academy, or I'm sorry, I go on to Amazon and I order a bunch of hats at one time. They're the Richardson 112 trucker hats. There's enough colors. I mean, you can choose. There's dozens and dozens and dozens of color options, so you can really tailor it to you and your specific pest control in your company. And the thing with those hats, they're all $8 maybe, $8. You get that plus the embroidery. So say you might be paying $18 to $20 a hat for the embroidery plus the hat. That's really not that bad. I mean, most everywhere you're gonna go, you're gonna be looking at $25 to $30 a hat. So if you can get it for $15 to $20, that's pretty good. Get you a couple hats made. You get one for out there for your services because you're gonna be sweating, and get one for that you can keep dry on your dashboard. That way, when it's time to meet a new customer, you're not having a hat that's dripping sweat. That's just the ring full of, I have those hats where it has yellow, and it's just dark from all my sweat. It's a great work hat. It does the job. But whenever I'm meeting customers, you don't want to show up all dirty and nasty. Have yourself a nice, clean, presentable hat. Keep a couple extra shirts in your truck or your van with you so that you can always have a good shirt. I wear white. I do my best. I've gotten really good about trying to stay clean, but it's white, so it's going to get dirty. If it gets a little dirty, customers know it's a blue collar job. It's the service industry. I'm going to get dirty. But if I show up with mustard stains, ketchup, dirt, all that, then that just looks like I don't care. So um, you don't want to be sloppy about it. So I'll keep a couple extra shirts with you, keep an extra hat with you, and uh, and you're good to go. But other than that, man, just keep your logo simple, make it big, bold, and legible on your truck. And then, if you can find somebody that has a cricket machine, um, if you can find somebody that does it in your neighborhood, things like that, you don't need to go. We want to appear, and we want to bring ourselves and make it known that we're as legit as all the other companies, as the big O's and T's of the world. But we don't have the money that they have, so you can still make that appearance. Get you a nice shirt, get you a logo, put it on there, and now you're legit. Have your logo on your truck, whether it's a magnet, cricket, whatever it is. Get your truck labeled. Now you look like you're the real deal, and it only costs you, a couple dozen dollars versus hundreds and hundreds that it might take some of these other companies um, to outfit one of these technicians. So that's just a way to do it on the cheap, and to make every dollar count. Hopefully that's helpful. If you have anything else, please, it's not that I'm running out of topics. I just want to give you topics that you guys want to hear about. So if there's anything at all that y'all want to hear, and you think that maybe I might be able to provide some input on, then please drop it in the comments. Let me know. As always, thank you for all the support, all the likes, all the comments, all the subscribers. So keep grinding, and as always, stay confident.